We all want to reach the world, to be the love of Jesus and meet people at their point of need, to see healing, empowerment, agency. We want to be the local church in our communities and help the global Church of God in their communities. But with so much need, where do we even start? What if we told you? We already have. What if we told you we are already part of a global movement who is known by its love, making wholeness possible in 33 countries for children and their families who are living in extreme poverty? What if we told you families who struggled to find enough food are being fed? Children unable to afford school are now working on their education. Children in need of health care are being seen by local doctors and surgeons. What if you joined us on this mission? You see, Children of Promise is local church ministry around the world. You see, Children of Promise is locally shaped and globally supported, meaning we exist to support the global church in being the local church where they are. In places like Alexandria, Egypt, Mandalay, Myanmar, and Bogota, Colombia, churches are reaching their local communities through the Children of Promise program.
For pastors, it is very easy to convince people to come to Jesus.
So Children of Promise is helping the church to grow?
To grow. Church planting, church growth, all those things are helped by Children of Promise.
This is holistic ministry. Outreach budget, outreach committee, or pastor? Forget it. In most of the global church, senior pastors themselves are bivocational. Resources are scarce, options are limited. Children of Promise acts as a resource so that the local church can meet the needs that would otherwise go unmet.
Entonces el programa ha sido una gran bendición en educación, en nutrición, en momentos difíciles de desastres. Es un órgano especial en el cuerpo de Cristo. Aquí en Puerto Asís es una bendición, más de 20 años. Tenemos niños que ya son profesionales, niños que están comenzando en el programa, y el programa en sí es la vida de la iglesia en Puerto Asís.
Qué bueno. Y
who gets the credit? Many people who travel with us to visit each program every 3 years are surprised to find our global programs go by different names. Grace Family Helper Project, Safina, Iganawe, Young Friends, Upendo. While thousands of families around the world are thankful for their sponsorships, it's the people in their local church they know, not an Office of Americans. They receive goods and discipleship every month from exactly who they should: the local pastor, the Sunday school teacher, the worship leader. These amazing volunteers are nominated by their Church of God national leadership to serve and change their communities, not for a paycheck, but so that kids in their own neighborhoods can change the narrative of the story they've been handed. And thousands of communities have done just that. What do you do in Quito, Ecuador, when you can't afford the dentist? You go see Christina, a former sponsored child who received her degree in dentistry through Children of Promise. Who's preaching this week's sermon in Mai Kong Pan, Thailand? Well, Pastor Wat, of course, the first sponsored child in Thailand who studied ministry under the local Children of Promise directors. Who's the head teacher in Accra, Ghana? Oh, that's Juliet, a former sponsored child and wife of our assistant director, Eugene. So you get it. Children of Promise is leadership development, a pipeline for kids growing up in poverty to become the leaders in their home countries. So now you know. Children of Promise is local church ministry around the world, and you are invited to join us. Will you help us grow? Help local churches serve the poor, make wholeness possible. There are many ways for your church to deepen its relationship with Children of Promise and help the global church grow. Check out childrenofpromise.global/next steps to get started. Visit us at our booth, Invite us to speak and share a few stories from the 14,000 children who have experienced the love of this program over the last 30 years. We know that local outreach can be tough, but maybe you're already better at it than you thought.